Hi everyone! Today I'm here to show you our little Cupid. Since Valentine's Day is our next holiday, I think, I like the big holidays for cakes or for presents or for gifts, I decided to start making this Valentine's theme thing. It's easy, very cute. He's holding a heart, but if you take the heart out and the wings off, you can definitely make a baby for a baby shower cake. So you're gonna use like a 1 inch ball, and you're gonna press the ball on the gum paste. You need the double amount of the gum paste to the size of your ball, and you're just gonna keep pulling everything up. You can change the size of the ball. You can make bigger or smaller. This is for the head, so you can match everything else on the size of the head you decided, okay? So you pull everything up and you close on the top of the ball. Pull up, try to use the palms of your hands, not the fingers, to don't mark too much. So you pull and you roll the excess on the top and you roll all inside. Here we go, and you're gonna do it again. And we're gonna cut the excess right there. And the part that you cut, you're gonna turn down and you're gonna just sweep in your table just to get all the marks off. Use your palms again to get any scratch or marks or imperfection off right there. Since he has no hair or anything, so you can't have any imperfection. Sometimes if it has an imperfection on the top and you're gonna put a hair, that's fine. But since we don't have, it's hard. So you see the foam ball is on the top, and right on the foam ball it's ended, and you're gonna make a mark for the eyes. You can make your finger or the rolling pin, because I think you guys can see better if I do the rolling pin right there. So on the top of that mark is where the foam ball is, and at the bottom is the excess of dough. And there's gonna be exactly where your eyes are gonna be. So the ball is the forehead, and the eyes and the excess is the cheeks, the mouth, and the chin. It's basically how it starts every single head for toppers, or if you making with the ball. So now I'm trying to make without the ball, trying to create my own method. So let's see, I show you in the next video or some videos in the future. So we're gonna make a little tiny ball. Little tiny ball, it can give you a measurement or anything because it's just for the nose. So you just look to your topper and you think how big you want your cute little nose to be. And you place right there at the middle on the top of the excess. So the mark on your fingers then goes down and will start going up, and you put right there. So now you're gonna make two little balls for his ears. So make the balls first, so you know then they are the same right there, and you're gonna place between the top of the forehead and the nose, so it's kind of right where you make that dent right there. And this is a ball tool. If you guys don't know what to find, let me know. I can place a link below. You just press right there. It's a really cool tool to have if you don't have yet. And you place the other side. Be careful to don't leave any marks. And with the tool again, you're just gonna press right in the middle, and that's it. No big mysteries today. Here we go. Always taking the marks off. I'm gonna make a little tiny snake. I actually make two, but I decided just to leave one. That's for his hair. A little curl. If you don't want to make just one curl, you want to use like a blonde hair, brown hair, red hair, long hair, girl hair, you can make whatever you want. But I just put one little hair, so for you guys that are watching, you can make the Cupid with the wings, but if they don't have he doesn't have the wings, he can really make you can use the same steps to make a little baby. You can put like a cupcake in his hands or a pacifier, and can be a topper for a baby shower cake. So I was going to make more hair, so I decided just to leave one. But that's really up to you. The color, the amount, the way, curly, straight. You just do whatever your little heart desires. So now that's another tool. Then I probably can leave the link below for you guys. It's just you're gonna make a half moon right there for the smile. This tool makes is like already make the half moon shape, but you guys can do that with a toothpick or any other tool you have. But if you want to know what the tool, or you can find this tool, let me know. And I'm just going to make 2 dots on the end of those moon shape to do the smile, the dimples, I guess. So now with the 2 times the amount of the gum paste or the size of the ball, we're gonna make his body. So we're gonna roll, play a little bit with your gum paste, your fondant, especially if you're working with calm porcelain, because if it's in your hand temperature, it's way easier to work on. It has less scratches, less everything. See, so it's the ball and 2 times and a half, actually, sorry. 2 times and a half an amount with gum paste. So we push down the ball until you see it starts filling in the table. So now we're gonna pull everything up and center. You closing like this to don't let air go inside, to don't crack or bubble. So you pull up and center. And now instead of being a circle, like for his head, we're gonna make like a little pear shape. You know, the fruit, or like a teardrop shape, but not, you know, the pear shape, I think is easier to understand. So we're gonna pick all the excess off. So the foam ball is in the bottom, and you keep pulling everything up, closing and using the palms so you get all the scratches and marks and imperfections out of there, because we don't want that, because he doesn't have clothes. Because if you're gonna put clothes on, it's fine. So cutting the excess off right there, and that little point, you put it down on your table and you roll to get everything smooth and perfect. And keep using your arm, like, you know, then you guys see me doing that all the time, but it really needs a little time to make everything perfect, to get all the imperfections off. Don't jump over, or don't be in a rush to make a topper, because you need time and concentration, and do it with love. They look way better when you do that. So I'm still trying to get the best shape, and no scratches or marks on my fingers or anything. So I'm pushing down a little bit on the table because I want him sitting, so I don't want that to be like, you know, back and forth. And with this tool, I'm just marking the middle of the chest. You can use a ruler or anything straight, but if you want to know where the tool is, I can probably let you know too. And now I'm just making the belly button right there and the chest. Just marking so I know what it is, because since he's not gonna have a shirt on, I'm just gonna put like those wraps. Looks like a diaper, that's why I think it looks like a baby. But you know, that wrap around white fabric. I don't know if it has a special name for that. So now I'm gonna open a little bit of white gum paste. A lot of people are asking me if I work with gum paste or if I work with fondant with tylose. I don't like it, because if you don't really mix well, depends where you are, the temperature, the humidity, it cracks. When it dries, it gets bubblish. It doesn't work right. It really gets me frustrated sometimes. So I buy gum paste already made, store-bought, and I use the Satin Ice brand. And if I'm working with cold porcelain, I use the Fox brand, or I forgot the other name. Yeah, probably it's the Fox, the one, and Polycol is the last one that I'm using. So it's measuring 4 inches. Every square that you see on the mat is 4 inches, but you're gonna need, see, I'm gonna measure, and it's a little bag, so I'm gonna cut again. It's fast forward, so you're not gonna see it, but I cut it again. So it's hard to give you measures. You just cut into you think it fits exactly at the bottom of your body for your topper. So I'm gonna put in the front straight and the sides straight, and then the back I'm gonna fold like a diaper, like fold like if it has a little pocket. So you pinch one side and you pinch the other side and you just fold together. Sorry, it got a little out of camera. Sometimes it's hard because I want to put the camera the way I'm seeing it, and sometimes I miss it, sorry. But I just pinch and fold in the middle, and I'm just marking just to give a little button details right there. And with the same tool that I mark the chest, I'm just marking some fabric details right there, just to look cute. You can make more, you can make less, you can make none. That's up to you. I just wanna make a little mark because it's not straight when you're wearing something. So here we go, and just put some details with the Y again. I'm gonna start making the wings. But that's the thing. I always make the video and then I put the audio, as you can see. If I will make that again, I will make the wings longer and wider, because when you put it together, you really, if you're not looking straight forward to your cake topper, for my cake topper, I couldn't really see the wings the way I wanted to see. So if you guys are seeing the video and you're making it, make it bigger. Make sure that you put in the back of your topper, and when the head is on, you're gonna still see the wings, or when you're looking in your topper, it's gonna look like a baby. That's why I keep saying that it looks like a baby, because for me, I don't see the wings. Looks like a baby in a diaper. But see, that's why everybody says, oh, but my toppers, I'm trying like you and following the videos and following the tutorials and not being the same. Everything is practice. Even me, I do that all the time. I do almost every day. I still need to practice. We still make mistakes. We still, when we're done, have things to get better. Change, then you will change. So, and you learn every day. So don't give up, but it just changed. You just take the wings off and put it again. But when I realized that I was editing the video already and I didn't want to wait anymore to put the video up, because it was supposed to be 2 days ago and still not up. So I didn't change. But I'm letting you guys know that if I would do it again, if I make that again, I will make the wings a little bit bigger, so you can see better. But it's up to you. Maybe you like little, you like bigger, you like other color, doesn't matter. But I'm being completely honest and telling them that if I will make it again, I will make with the wings a little bit big, because like now looks really okay, because you can see on the top and you can see on the sides, but as soon as you put the head on, it disappeared. So that's why. Mark in the middle and you place there. You see that I was looking at the camera to see if you guys were seeing it, and I make the hole in the wrong place. I fix it later, but be careful to don't do that. And you put the 2 peaks there and you place right there in the middle of your wings. You can use a little edible glue or water or glue if you're using no edible material. But I was using the 2 peak. Then always remember to tell whoever is gonna eat that cake that has a 2 peak on, even though if it's gum paste, nobody's gonna buy that because it's gonna be hard. But just for free conscience, you just let them know. I just marked the chest again because it was disappearing every time. Then you play or you're making something else, if you touch it and some marks disappear, so you keep changing it. You keep making it again. So now for the arms, I'm gonna make a little row, and it's probably like I'm gonna go my finger up and down, and that's the wrist. I will flat that. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not the arm, it's the legs, I think. But it just make the foot right there, and in the middle again, you're gonna go up and down for his knee. Right there. So you have 2 up and downs. Right, like you have 1 centimeter, like 1 finger to the bottom, and then you do the feet, and then you have 2 fingers to the middle, and you have the knees, kind of. And then I mark the toes. You can definitely use a scissor and cut them and smooth that out like everything, like I'm gonna do the hands. But I wanted to show an easier way if you not have that practice and you're doing for your boyfriend or your husband and you don't know what to do yet, don't freak out, just mark them, it's fine. So I'm just making the marks again just to be sure that everything's okay, and I'm cutting the excess off because he's gonna be sitting on his legs. You don't need just to place that there. And it's probably, you can see, it's almost 2 inches long. Just if you guys want to know, every square is an inch, so it's kind of 2 inches long. So we're gonna do that again. One finger right there, and you do up and down for his foot, and you just do that, and you flatten a little bit that part, turn over, and I'm just measuring to see if I'm putting in the right place, because it doesn't need to be exactly the right, because they're gonna be like put in different places, but it needs to be close. And then I measure again, and I did his knee again. So just check if everything's okay, and you cut the excess off. And I'm gonna mark, get all the scratches off, and mark the toes, the knees and toes. What was that song when you were a kid? Head, shoulder, knees and toes. Okay, sorry. It came to my head. I can't help it. Okay, no more talking. Marking the toes, I promise. Ay, ay. And I'm using a ball tool on the bottom just to give a little indentation there, but you can use your finger. And if you want to know what the ball tool was, you can find it, just let me know. Leave a comment below and I can leave the link for you guys. And now I'm just choosing the way I want him to sit. I'm using my craft phone as always, and I'm placing right there to see how I want it. You can put his legs straight, legs crossed, legs whatever, but since I want him to hold the heart, I wanted to give a little charm with the legs, so I opened up a little bit and I just fold one closer right there. But you guys can pick too. Just be sure then one is on the bottom, it's gonna be flat and it's gonna stay like that. Always look by the sides and the back if everything looks okay. If half of the leg is not coming out, and the back, so you don't have any surprises. I'm putting a toothpick in the middle. A lot of people are asking me how, like I just pushed the toothpick on because I live in Florida, it's hot. I don't have the AC too high. But if you're having trouble to put the toothpicks on the faces and the bodies, dip them in water and go rolling a little bit. It goes easy. With the ball tool again, then I told you guys that it's a really cool tool to have. You're gonna just mark where the eyes are gonna be. So you look at the nose and you give a little space and you put it down right there. The same space between the nose on one side and the same space between the nose and the other side. Right there. And you can just paint it, the eyes, if you want to, but I'm just gonna make those holes and I'm gonna put a little bit of white gum base, just because sometimes it looks cuter since he doesn't have that much detail. I wanted to do a little bit, I don't know, a little charm. So that's what I'm gonna do. You make a little bow and you just push down there. The same the other side. You can make any color eyes, or you can do whatever. If the bow is too big, you just get it out and cut it a little bit less, get a little bit less and put it back again. You try to leave both the same, looking the same. So now with the skin color, I'm playing around a little to warm it up, and we're gonna do his arms. I'm making the row exactly the same, a little need to be skinnier than the legs, remember that, because you don't want it to look the same. So I'm gonna use my finger up and down like I did before, and I'm gonna flap a little more so you have the wrist and the hands. So that's what I said, and you guys can cut instead of just marking the toes. You cut your thumb and then you're gonna cut a little bit more after, but smooth in the middle. And we're gonna cut the excess because the thumb cannot be longer than your fingers. So you cut and you smooth everything. And now you're gonna make the cuts for the other fingers. If you're not sure what to do, start by the middle and cut the other two cuts. And then you smooth everything. You can definitely do that those two to give more, but I would just wanted to show two different to do. You can just mark the fingers too if you feel more comfortable not cutting, so you can do both. Then you measure, and I thought it was a little bit too thick, and so you measure, and you're gonna go up and down like you did the knees. You're gonna do the middle of the arm right there, and you cut the excess right there, and smooth in the top too, because as the shoulders, so you need to have that smoothed out too. And you measure, be sure that you're happy with it, and then it's fitting your mold. So let me show. I always use those blocks to dry my toppers. So I put a toothpick and I'm putting the body, and there's gonna be until it's dry. I have those blocks everywhere. So I put the phone, the toothpick, and you see that holds everything. I put people standing up, the princesses, everything dries on those blocks. So those blocks are great. You don't need to get like those cake dummies, no, because they are more expensive. Get the like foam blocks on craft stores, and then you put those the color foams there, and you stick and let them dry so they don't move, and they dry exactly the position you want. So since I cut the thumb on the one side, I need to cut the other side now, because you don't want your fingers to look weird. So you just need to do all the other side now. Here we go. The same thing, cut a little bit the extra because you don't want that too long, and you fit the other ones. And now we're gonna cut the other fingers and smooth. So remember, when you're placing your arms on your toppers, the thumbs are close to the body. If you don't remember, just look at your hands. I always look at my hands just to be sure, but the thumbs need to be like facing like next to your side, to your body. So you measure, be sure then you're making the folds of the arms and everything in the same place. And if it's the same size, I'm placing a toothpick to one side. You don't leave too much out because you don't want to have the toothpick coming out of his arm. And you're gonna do the same thing the other side. And here in this block is gonna stay. If you want his to have his arm up, so you get a wood skewer or a toothpick, and you put his arm up, and you put something to hold, and so it's gonna dry in that position. So this is really good. So if you guys want to know, make a video on how to put cakes to dry, on how to hold the arm up to dry, things like that, just let me know. I can do that. But for now, he doesn't have any difficult thing to dry, just need to be sitting there. So I put a toothpick in the bottom. Like with black now, I'm just making two little balls for his eyes. You can make in different colors. You can use edible pen or no edible pen if you're using no edible materials, because those videos are not just for edibles. You can make a Play-Doh, you can make any type of dough you want. So now I'm gonna make a heart. Make a ball and flat just a little bit because I want my heart to look cute and fluffy. And then I'm gonna pinch the bottom to make the bottom of the heart. We pinch a little, and it's like a teardrop, see? And now I'm gonna mark right in the center. We're in the top right, you mark right in the center to the bottom of the heart. And that's it. It's no mystery to make a heart. You can have the silicone mold, or you can bake my hand, but I like to make like that because I can make him very fluffy, very delicious. Here we go. I'm just marking again. Today I'm just saying things and I'm not supposed to. I'm sorry, guys. Here we go. And I'm placing right on his hands. I'm sorry I was out of, but I'm gonna show you. Here we go. I'm just placing right there. You can place whatever. You can put hearts on his wings, on his little butt. You can buy a cover cake. If you don't know how to make too much, you get a white cake and you put just hearts all over. You know, put hand top and hearts all over. Your cake's done. You know, who's not gonna like it? It's so pretty. And I'm just making little hearts just to show you guys. Then you can make little tiny ones to decorate the rest. But I'm just gonna place right there. You can put on the wings, on the bottom of his foot. You know, on the cake. You can put it anywhere. I'm just trying to show because last time I couldn't. I'm just gonna mark right there. Here we go. You can paint, you can do anything. You can even do with the gum paste or fondant or the with the glitter, the powder, powder paint. It's powder paint? No, it's powder color. Powder. I'm just buffing it out a little bit on his cheeks so he gets a little, you know, cute. And now I'm just gonna place the head on the body. You can make him tilted a little, looking up, looking down, and sending kisses. You know, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't see the wings anymore. I would definitely make bigger. I would definitely make bigger. So you guys, if you're gonna try make that, make bigger. I'm just marking his lips, his mouth again, smile, because I was pushing a little bit too hard, you know, heavy-handed here. So I hope you guys like it. Let me know if you guys want anything else for Valentine's. I'm probably, my next video is going to be painting Elsa's eyes because everybody's asking me. But he's really easy. Get his wings and heart out and you can make a baby. So we have kind of two tutorials in one. Let me know if you like it. Don't forget to like the video. And if you have any comment, just let me know underneath. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the emails and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.